The Miami Dolphins have let go and fired Brian Flores, the head coach for the past 3 years. Flores finished with a 24-25 record as head coach. He's coming off of a 9-8 season this year, a 10-6 season last year, and of course they had that first year where they went 5-11, but this is a what have you done for me lately kind of business in the NFL. And the question becomes, Brian Flores, while he didn't make the playoffs, in 2020 he finished 10-6. And last year, he won 7 in a row and 8 of his last 9 after starting 1-8 or 1-7, right? 1-7. And they don't bring him back. And this is a guy who the players love. This is one of the most successful coaches they've had, honestly, since Tony Soprano. And I just don't get it. Honestly, and this might just be me. There might be some Dolphins fans out there who are like, yeah, well, maybe we needed to get someone better. My question to them is that there's zero justification, honestly, for this because, like I said, players like them. Things seem to be trending in the right direction. The players don't win 7 games in a row and 8 of 9 to finish the season without at least somewhat being inspired by their head coach. He didn't lose the locker room at 1-7. Not a lot of coaches can say that would be true for them. Brian Flores is one of those coaches. And they still fired him. There's some more to it, but my only question to the Miami Dolphins is, if you're going to make this move, you better have someone who is legitimately better that you were going to hire. Otherwise, this is going to come back and blow up right in your face. That's just the truth. The only justification for this is if you go out there and you get a primetime guy. And honestly, outside of Jim Harbaugh, who is that? Because Jim Harbaugh, say what you want about him or whatever, dude won 50 games, nearly 50 games as a head coach in the NFL and had a great winning percentage. Went to the NFC title game 3 years in a row. 3 out of his 4 years in the NFL. So outside of him, maybe Eric Bieniemy, again, who's never coached as a head coach in the NFL. Who else is out there? Who else is out there that you can legitimately say is better? I don't know who that is. There's talk that there was disagreements about coaching staff decisions. There's also talk that Brian Flores may have wanted some more power over personnel choices and whatnot. And again, to the Dolphins, I would say, if this was a coaching, staffing type of change, if that's the reason because, they didn't agree with the staffing choices that Brian Flores had, I don't buy it. I legitimately don't buy it. There's got to be something else here. Because at no point are you going to fire Brian Flores over differences about coaching staffs and decision making. At no point. That's just an asinine way of saying we don't want to tell you the real answer. Because there's only 2 things. Either this is pure incompetence by the Miami Dolphins, like just insane levels of incompetence by the Miami Dolphins, or there's something we don't know about the backstage or relationship between Brian Flores and the executive branch who make these decisions. It doesn't make sense to me. This is a team that was trending in the right direction. This is a team that, again, they dealt with so many injuries. Tua was in and out of the lineup. They were playing with Jacoby Brissett at quarterback. They started 1-7. They won 7 in a row. Teams don't do that unless their head coach inspires them in some way, people. So, I don't know what to say about that. But one thing I can tell you, Brian Flores will 100% be at the top of a lot of people's lists. A lot of people's lists to be a head coach for their team. This is a guy who can win. This is a guy who can inspire people. He was literally the only person who was able to adapt Bill Belichick's Patriot way and make it his own, and not in any way have that curse of being a Patriots assistant who didn't make it as a head coach. Because even though he got fired, Brian Flores made it. He made it. Everyone knows it. Everyone who paid attention, everyone who watched the game, everyone knows it. Apparently, except for the team he was hired to be the head coach for, the Miami Dolphins. Don't understand it. Do not understand it at all. I award you no points, Miami, and may God have mercy on your soul, because this is a decision that's going to come back and haunt the Miami Dolphins for years if they don't get the right guy. And by right guy, you got to get someone who's day one better than Brian Flores. Thanks for watching this video from Real Take Sports Talk. Remember to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released. Also, remember to check out our live show every single Thursday at 8 p.m. right here on the YouTube channel. And remember, keep it real.